All right, so there it is. I put up some videos for you guys to look at. Um, Go ahead and see what the left is doing and what right. There's some about the right's trying to fix stuff, and but it's mainly about how the left is trying to get things taken care of sneakily, or this is what their game plan was all the while. So, you guys, tell me what you think. Make your own opinions. I'm just putting on information. I don't do tell you what to do type of deals. So, just enjoy your videos, and I'll see you in a little bit.
معهم 4 شهداء بضليش ولا ولد وبفتخر فيهم والحمد لله. اللهم اجرنا بمصيبتنا واخلف لنا خيرا منها. ونتنياهو مستعدين نضحي كمان وكمان وكمان وكمان. اللهم خذ من دمائنا وارواحنا واولادنا، وكمان عندي احفاد 2 مستعدين هدول لسبيل الله.
انت ليش فرحان ليش متزعج؟
ليش انا زغزاغرت لان اولادي في الجنه وانا لحقاهم ان شاء الله رب العالمين. شرف لإلي.
They're either Muslims or infidels. America is not good. America is Satan. Israel is not good. The Jews are not good. They brainwash you from a very, very, very young age. Very young age. Against Jews, against America, against the West, against the infidels, against everything that is not us, everything that is not Islam. I think the extremists, they're misinterpreting parts of the Quran. Someone can read the Quran and sees that God is angry on the Jewish people. And some might read this as a justification. God is angry on them. And it's okay for me to go and just kill them. My friend, my very best friend, someone like me, was able to be convinced to become a suicide bomber. All she needed probably is a bomb. And she would go and do it. I saw how terrorists are being made. They're not being made in some dungeon in Afghanistan. And they're not national movement for Palestine. They're a religious movement that want to transform the Middle East and the entire world into an Islamic state.
So, there's the videos. You make your decision. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You just guys have to look and see for your own selves, draw your own conclusions, look up your own information. But that's just the places to go. The left is really leaning heavily towards this. If you look at everything they're doing, if it's not about LGBTQ, it's about the immigration with the Muslims. So they're pushing all this stuff, and we got to fight it back. I'm sorry, a lot of people don't agree with that, but it is what it is. We keep letting them grow like that, we're done. They're gonna just squash us. We have 1 kid, they have 5. So you figure it out. So when you're on your 6th kid, they're having time. So anyway, peace out. Love you guys. Hit the like button and subscribe.
Watergate was first and foremost a political war between the president, Richard Nixon, and the media, which in those pre-cable days meant ABC, CBS, NBC, the New York Times, and the Washington Post. Why? What did the media have against Nixon? That's a complex question, but we can essentially boil it down to 3 things. 1, he was despised by the East Coast liberal elite, of which the Washington Press Corps was a key component. 2, he was a staunch anti-communist. The media considered the communist threat to be overblown. 3, he refused to abandon South Vietnam. Nixon insisted on a peace with honor. The media was entirely anti-war. Even though Nixon spent most of his adult life in New York and Washington, he never fit in. Born in a small town in California, there were no Ivy League degrees on his resume. To make matters worse, while not being a part of McCarthyism, he made his reputation aggressively exposing Algerians in the U.S. State Department in the late 1940s. After serving as vice president under Dwight Eisenhower for 8 years.
All right, so there it is. I put up some videos for you guys to look at. Go ahead and see what the left is doing and what right. There's some about the right's trying to fix stuff, and but it's mainly about how the left is trying to get things taken care of sneakily, or this is what their game plan was all the while. So, guys, tell me what you think. Make your own opinions. I'm just putting on information. I don't do tell you what to do type of deals. So, just enjoy your videos, and I'll see you in a little bit.
Nearly defeated John F. Kennedy, the paragon of East Coast elitism, in 1960. Then, 8 years later, and much to the media's dismay, Nixon mounted an improbable political comeback to win that year's presidential election. And then, as if rubbing the media's nose in it, He won again in a 49-state landslide in 1972. Something had to be done. The media's aim, in the words of British historian 72. The support of Republican senators far from assured, and deeply concerned that an impeachment trial would paralyze the country in the middle of the Cold War, Nixon was boxed from office on August 9th, the first and only president to do so. The media had its victory and a newfound sense of power. The country has not been the same since.
Is bad at pattern recognition. We aren't. Just 2 years ago, another trans 20-something walked into a Christian school in Nashville with a rifle and shot 3 kids and 3 adults. They buried the manifesto and locked down the case. We've seen trans shootings in Colorado and in Maryland. They even shot up an ICE facility in Texas. And it seems like half of Antifa's trans. A couple of they-thems just got popped for firebombing Teslas. The mayor of Minneapolis says, you can't say that.
Anybody who is using this as an opportunity to villainize our trans community or any other community out there has lost their sense of common humanity. We should not be operating out of a place of hate for anyone. We should be operating from a place of love for our kids.
I don't hate anyone who thinks they're trans. I feel sorry for them. But statistically, the trans population has been prone to violence. That's not villainizing, that's reality. And if you can't recognize reality, you're in danger. We love the American people, especially American children. And if they're troubled and believe there's somehow a girl trapped in a boy's body, we want to get them help. We don't want to give them hormones and operate on them. Society shouldn't be trying to produce more trans kids. We shouldn't be encouraging an emotional disorder or whatever this is. And doctors should stop profiting from it.